Now that summer's in full swing and we've been seeing record temps happening here as well as all over the country, it's also a good time to learn tips and tricks to take care of our pets with hot weather, fireworks, and traveling all being part of the season. So we're bringing in America's favorite veterinarian, Dr. Gary Richter, to share his advice on ways to best care for our furry friends in the summertime. Hey there, doctor.
Hey, how are you?
We're doing well. Well, it definitely has been hot around here. And as those temperatures continue to be on the up this summer, what are some of the hot weather pet safety tips you want to share with our viewers?
You're right. It's been really warm, and it's really important that people take precautions to keep their pets safe. Probably the single biggest number one is to absolutely never ever leave your pet in a car. If the car is not on with the air conditioning on, you would be amazed, or perhaps not, how quickly a car can get dangerously hot with the parked car with the windows closed. And it very rapidly will become a life-threatening situation. So even with the window cracked a little bit, not a good idea. Please either leave your dog home or take them with you when you get out of the car. The other thing that's really important for people to know is just being outside when it's that hot. Dogs can get dehydrated. They can get heat exhaustion. Their feet can actually literally get burned from hot asphalt.
Oh,
So these are all things that we need to think about when we're taking our dogs out in the summertime in the heat. Please always make sure that you take enough water, not only for you, but also for your dog. And remember, your dog, they don't always sort of have the forethought to stop and get a drink when they really need one. So we sort of have to be their conscience in that sense and really just keep them cool, allow them to get wet. That's a great way for dogs to cool off, and just make sure that they're getting plenty of rest. They're getting some time in the shade, and they're not getting overheated and having too much fun that's gonna cost them later.
yeah, no, these are great, helpful reminders. And then we can't talk about the 4th of July holiday weekend without those fireworks, and they don't really mix with the pets so well.
Yeah, I mean, we all love fireworks, except maybe a lot of our dogs are not so keen on it. It's it's a loud noise that they don't understand where it's coming from, and for a lot of dogs, it can be very disconcerting. Sometimes, literally, cause for panic. And that's certainly something that every veterinarian gets a lot of calls about around this time of year about what to do about it. Certainly the ideal thing to do is avoidance if possible. If it's possible to take your dog somewhere where there's not a lot of loud fireworks noise, that would be great. But there are certainly other things that you can do as well. There are some great supplements out there to help with anxiety and stress. In fact, I created one through Ultimate Pet Nutrition called Canine Comfort that I
Oh,
designed exactly for situations like this. But other things that people can do at home are oftentimes I'll recommend people put either the stereo or the television on pretty loud to kind of drown out some of the noise that's going on outside, and really just make sure that pet and you're providing them with love and support. And you know what, some of them are going to be stressed out over the course of the fireworks, and it'll be okay. But I mean, you just want to be there for them, and sort of be their rock, so to speak, so they can see that everything's okay.
and last question, Dr. Richter, any quick tip for pet owners who are maybe finding anxiety in their pets as they travel or head back into the workplace?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think that's anxiety during travel is always a big thing, and it's funny. When COVID first started, people often asked me whether or not this was stressful for pets, and my thought is that COVID might have been the greatest thing that ever happened to dogs because all of a sudden their owners were around all
Right.
the time.
Yeah.
But now we're all going back to work, and that's kind of the back end of it. So there's a couple of ways that you can manage this. Certainly just some very basic behavioral modification training. So like if you're going to start going back to work, what you want to do is get your dog used to the fact that you're going to be gone. So go away for a few minutes at a time and then come back, and then go away a little longer and then come back, and just start to ease them back into you not being around 24/7. Similarly, for travel, if you're taking a road trip with your dog, I mean, put them in the car and drive them around for a few minutes, and then take them back home. Give them treats during the car. You know,
Just
that same supplement, Canine Comfort, that I suggested for fireworks, can also be great for the kind of stress of both car travel,
okay.
separation anxiety, that
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Sounds
So
like you
all
just
of
got
that
to
stuff can be
ease them
really, really
back in.
beneficial.
Just ease them back
Yeah,
into these
exactly.
different routines. Dr. Richter, thank you so much for joining us. And if you want more tips on taking care of your pets, you can visit drgaryrichter.com.